Hello, Internet. I'm Guff.
What's happening? I'm Smooches from Ride Snowboards.
Woo woo! Mike, thanks for having us out, man.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're at Welch Village, and Mike brought out the 2020 ride samples. What are we riding today? What are these two boards, or what are all these boards here?
We're playing on the new Warpig and the new Berzerker. Blauvelt's new ride.
Yeah.
So super fun, super awesome. Doing some emphasis on the pigs this next year because if you follow the Zodiac, it is the year of the pig.
For 2020.
Yes.
Year of the pig.
Yes. So we're adding some new meat to the lineup, some new bacon on the grill.
Yeah.
And then we've got a couple redesigned boards and some new fun for the next year. Right.
And this is actually one of the new redesigns. This is the Berzerker.
The Berzerker. Yes. So Jake has done a bunch of changes and tweaks on his board. He continues to get like more amped about it, and once we think that we got him dialed 100%, he changes it up on us again. But he's looking for that perfect board. This was video leaked this year in one of the Ride Snowboard videos for we took a group down to Chile, and he dropped this board. So a little bit more taper, a little bit more liveliness in the center of the board.
Okay.
And then a little stiffer tail for those big landings.
Oh, right. Now, liveliness in between the feet, what does that mean?
Just he wanted something that was more torsionally or less torsionally stiff in between the feet so that it transitioned great in powder and riding in his big mountain style.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm like when we pulled this out of the bag this morning, I was pretty excited. Yeah, it looks really good. I like the matte finish. It looks like it has like the 3D contoured sidewall. Yeah, the tail or the nose looks a little bit wider than the tail.
Definitely, we stiffened the tail and tapered it a little bit more for landing in that big pow.
Yep.
But it's still great on a groomer run. Brings it in and allows you to kind of like virtually choose when you want to get out of your turn. So I call it like a precise drift, if you will. So you're still in control, but when you want to get out of it, you're able to pull out.
Got it. What's the profile shape?
This is kind of a all mountain hybrid rocker. So there's rocker in the nose, and then it goes set back camber underneath your feet, in between your feet, and then out to the tail.
Awesome, man. Well, cool. I'm excited to do this first lap. The edges are really sharp. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful. It's good. It's cold out.
Yeah. First impressions. That was it's fun. It definitely rides like a big board. You know, this is the 160 wide. Turns are pretty big. I guess Mike was mentioning that it's like torsionally soft between the feet. Maybe a little, but it's still a pretty damn stiff board. But definitely that tail is firm. That tail is definitely firm. So when you're in a turn, you're kind of like extending your legs to exit out of the turn. You feel that tail not bending, you know, which is kind of nice if you want it to be that way. Is it a buttery tail? No, not at all. That tail is like definitely stiff as hell. But overall, it's a fun board. The nose, of course, has a little bit of rocker to it, but mostly it feels like a camber board. It feels like a camber board, specifically that back half. The front half, surprisingly enough, though, doesn't really feel like it's rocker. It doesn't really feel like the contact points are really raised up that much, because the contact point where the camber ends is like just in front of your front foot, and then it has a gradual sweep. But overall, first impressions so far, I already know I want to spend more time on it, because I'm not even close to the limits where you can ride this board, you know, like push it wise, performance wise. I'm running this thing maybe 70%, a little less than 70% right now. I'm taking it that way because the snow's pretty hard, the edges are really sharp, and it's a brand new board I've never ridden. This is a whole re-engineered Ride Berzerker. So I'm not pushing it at like 100% like I usually would do with a board that I'm really comfortable with. But I have to say, for anyone who's gonna be riding some big mountain stuff, who wants a board that's sturdy in the back end, that can take at 1,000,000 miles an hour, the Berzerker is going to be a good one. And I suppose, like with a little bit of rock or a little rocker on that nose, past that front foot, if you're starting to get into some chunders, some deeper stuff, you still have a good time with a lot of pop and precision in that back tail. This is the Berzerker. I'm pretty stoked on it. I'm going to try to steal it from Oelkers for like a month. I'll see if he notices.